Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast. Presented by Stephanie Williams and Greg Lewis.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us.
Glad to be back.
Today we're diving headfirst into the world of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's been surging like crazy recently.
It has.
So we got to ask, what's fueling this incredible rise?
Right.
And what does it all mean for the rest of the crypto world?
Yeah. Well, it's a really exciting time for crypto right now. Bitcoin's hitting these new highs practically every day.
It is.
It's really become a fascinating phenomenon.
So let's start with the basics. What's driving this Bitcoin surge?
Well, the global economy is a little unpredictable right now.
Yeah, but shaky for sure.
Exactly. And people are understandably nervous. Inflation is eating away at savings, and they're searching for something dependable, something that can hold its value.
Right, I see.
And that's where Bitcoin comes in with its limited supply, It's capped at 21 million coins.
Right.
It's starting to look like a safe haven, almost like a digital version of gold.
Like a digital Fort Knox.
Exactly.
So Bitcoin's becoming the go-to asset in uncertain times.
It really is.
But it's not just individuals who are buying in, right? We're seeing major institutions jumping on board too.
Oh, absolutely. For years, institutions were hesitant, They were skeptical of crypto.
We were.
But now they're seeing the potential, plus the regulatory landscape is finally starting to catch up.
Which I guess adds legitimacy, reduces that perceived risk.
Exactly.
That's going to be drawing in even more investors.
It is. It's like a snowball effect,
Right. More trust, more stability, more money pouring in.
Precisely. It's fueling the fire.
So we've got Bitcoin on this incredible upward trajectory. But here's something I didn't see coming. Donald Trump, someone who has been openly skeptical of crypto, is suddenly dabbling in NFTs.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
I did. It definitely raised a few eyebrows. Love him or hate him.
Right.
You can't deny his ability to grab headlines.
That's for sure.
And in a way, that's kind of the point here. Whether intentional or not, his move has thrust digital assets into the spotlight.
Right, bringing in a whole new audience.
Exactly. People who might have never even considered crypto before are suddenly paying attention.
So he's unintentionally boosting the entire market. It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
It is. It speaks to the unpredictable, almost chaotic energy that surrounds crypto.
Right.
It's always changing, always evolving.
Okay, so we've got Bitcoin on the rise. It's bringing attention to the entire crypto scene. But what does that mean for other cryptocurrencies? Are they all riding this wave?
Well, Bitcoin is kind of like the king of the crypto jungle.
Right.
Its movements often have a ripple effect influencing other coins in the market.
I see.
Some benefit more than others, of course.
Sure.
But it's definitely an interconnected ecosystem.
So let's take a look at some of the key players then. Ethereum, for instance, is often seen as the Robin to Bitcoin's Batman. It powers so much of the NFT space. Is it getting a boost from Bitcoin's rise too?
Oh, definitely. Ethereum has a lot going for it. It's the backbone of smart contracts. And a huge chunk of the NFT market runs on it. As Bitcoin gains traction, investors naturally look for ways to diversify.
Okay.
And Ethereum, with its own strengths and potential, becomes a prime target for those looking to spread their investments.
So it's almost like a rising tide lifts all boats scenario.
Exactly.
And Ethereum's upgrade to Ethereum 2.0.
Yeah.
That's going to be helping too, right?
It is. It's made the network much more energy efficient.
Right, which is a big deal for a lot of investors.
Huge, especially those concerned about the environmental impact of some cryptocurrencies.
For sure, sustainability is a massive factor these days. Now, what about Binance Coin? I know that's connected to the Binance exchange, which is kind of like the grand central station of crypto trading.
It is. It's one of the largest exchanges out there. Think of it this way. As Bitcoin's price climbs, trading volume on platforms like Binance just explodes.
Like more people are buying and selling.
Exactly. And that means increased demand for Binance Coin.
Pushing its value up.
Precisely. And Binance also sweetens the deal by offering perks, like fee discounts for using their coin.
That's a clever strategy.
It is. They're leveraging the Bitcoin frenzy to their advantage.
Okay, next up, Ripple, or XRP. This one's all about revolutionizing cross-border payments, right?
Yeah, that's their goal. Imagine sending money internationally without those hefty fees or those annoying delays.
Right.
That's what Ripple is aiming for.
Even with those ongoing legal battles.
Yeah, those are still a factor.
It seems like Bitcoin's increasing legitimacy is helping XRP gain traction.
It is. It's like a halo effect, People are thinking, hey, if Bitcoin is getting the green light, maybe this Ripple thing has potential too.
So let's talk about some of the other contenders. Polkadot and Cardano. What are they bringing to the table?
Well, they're the challengers, the innovators pushing the boundaries of blockchain technology.
Okay.
Polkadot, for example, aims for ultimate interoperability. Imagine a world where different blockchains can communicate seamlessly,
Wow.
like a universal translator for the crypto world.
That would be incredible.
It would. Now, Cardano, on the other hand, emphasizes a rigorous, peer-reviewed approach to development.
So they're each tackling different aspects of blockchain technology, trying to address some of the limitations we see.
Exactly.
And are they both considered more environmentally friendly than Bitcoin?
Yes, they are. Both are designed with sustainability in mind, which is a growing concern as the crypto market matures.
It's attracting a new generation of investors, those who are looking for more than just profit. They care about the ethical and environmental implications.
Absolutely. They want their investments to align with their values.
That's a really interesting point. It seems like the crypto world is evolving not just technologically, but also ethically.
I agree, it's becoming more mainstream, more aware of its impact.
Okay, so we've talked about the heavy hitters. But what about the meme coins? Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, those sorts of things.
Yes, the wild card.
They're driven by social media hype, right?
They are, and the fear of missing out.
FOMO.
Exactly, they can experience massive surges.
But they're also incredibly volatile.
They are. It's a high-risk, high-reward game.
You could win big, but you could also lose it all.
That's the gamble.
That's part of the allure of crypto, though, right? It's this wild west of finance, full of possibilities and pitfalls.
It is. It's a fascinating landscape, for sure.
And it seems like Bitcoin's surge is impacting everything, from the established players to the newcomers.
It is. Even the meme coins are feeling the ripple effect.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. Bitcoin's influence is undeniable. But how does all of this translate to the world of NFTs? That's where things get really visually interesting.
It is, and that's where we see this convergence of digital art collectibles and blockchain technology. And surprisingly, Bitcoin's rise is playing a significant role in shaping that world as well.
Okay, so let's dive into that world of NFTs. I have to admit, NFTs always seemed a bit like a mystery to me. Digital art, virtual cats, I never really got the big deal. But with all this buzz around Bitcoin, I'm starting to see how they're all connected.
It's like a chain reaction, Bitcoin surges, people have more crypto wealth, and suddenly they're looking for new places to spend it. NFTs, with their visual appeal and potential for big gains, become a tempting target.
So it's not just about the technology itself, it's about the psychology of investing, that fear of missing out.
Exactly. FOMO is a powerful force.
For sure. And don't forget, most NFTs live on the Ethereum blockchain. So as Ethereum benefits from Bitcoin's rise, it fuels those NFT transactions even further.
Right, it's like a double whammy for the NFT market.
And then you have someone like Trump jumping into the NFT game, bringing a whole new audience to the table. It's almost like he's legitimizing the space, even if some people are rolling their eyes at it.
It is. There's that saying, any publicity is good publicity. Suddenly everyone's talking about NFTs, whether they understand them or not.
Right, and that curiosity, that can lead to exploration, which can lead to investment.
Exactly.
So it's not just about buying and selling existing NFTs. It's about creating new ones, pushing the boundaries. It's like a digital renaissance.
Yeah.
A whole new wave of artistic expression.
Absolutely. We're seeing NFTs used for everything, from digital art and music to representing ownership of real-world assets like real estate, even intellectual property.
It's mind-blowing when you think about the possibilities.
It is.
It's like the digital and physical worlds are merging, and NFTs are becoming this bridge between the two.
I like that analogy.
But with all this excitement, are there any downsides to this NFT craze? We've heard about scams and environmental concerns.
Yeah, those are valid concerns. Like any emerging market, the NFT space has its share of risks.
Right.
Scams are definitely out there, so it's crucial to do your research before investing.
Absolutely, and the environmental impact.
Yeah, that's a real issue, especially since most NFTs still rely on those energy-intensive blockchains like Ethereum.
So it's not all sunshine and rainbows. What can people do to navigate this space safely and responsibly?
Well, first and foremost, educate yourself. Understand the basics of blockchain technology, NFTs, the platforms where they operate. Don't invest in anything you don't fully comprehend.
Knowledge is power, right?
It really is in this space.
What else?
Be wary of promises of quick riches or guaranteed returns. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Major red flag.
Exactly. And always do your due diligence. Research the team behind a project, their track record, the community, the technology. Don't just jump on the bandwagon because everyone else is.
So it's about being informed, being critical, and not getting caught up in the hype.
Precisely.
What about the environmental concerns? Are there any solutions on the horizon?
There are some NFT platforms are already transitioning to more energy-efficient blockchains like proof of stake, which consumes significantly less energy.
So the crypto world is becoming more eco-conscious.
It is, and that's a positive development.
It is. And Bitcoin's success is inspiring innovation in other areas too, like decentralized finance or DeFi.
Oh, absolutely. DeFi is exploding right now.
DeFi, okay, that's another term that gets thrown around a lot. Can you break it down for me in a way that even I can understand?
Sure. Imagine a world where you could access financial services, lending, borrowing, trading, but without needing banks or other intermediaries. That's DeFi in a nutshell.
So cutting out the middleman, giving people more control.
Exactly. And Bitcoin's surge plays a big role in DeFi's growth. It brings more attention, more legitimacy to the whole idea of decentralized systems.
Right. If Bitcoin can work, maybe this whole DeFi thing isn't so crazy after all.
That's the thinking.
So Bitcoin's like this trailblazer, paving the way for other innovations like DeFi.
Precisely. And as Bitcoin's value goes up, it can also be used as collateral in DeFi lending platforms, unlocking even more liquidity and opportunities.
So your Bitcoin holdings can actually work for you in this new financial system.
Exactly. And as DeFi platforms become more sophisticated, more user-friendly, we can expect even more innovative financial products and services to emerge.
This is where things start to get really exciting for everyday people, not just for the tech-savvy investors.
I agree. DeFi has the potential to democratize access to financial services, make them more inclusive, more affordable for everyone.
That's a powerful concept. It seems like Bitcoin's impact goes way beyond just its price.
It does. It's sparking innovation, driving change, and opening up all these new possibilities.
Almost like a revolution.
Yeah, a digital revolution. But with every revolution come challenges, risks, uncertainties. What are some things we should be mindful of as we navigate this new digital world? As with any revolution, there are going to be some growing pains.
Right, so give it to me straight. What are the potential pitfalls?
Well, volatility is a big one. We've seen how wildly Bitcoin's price can swing, and that applies to other cryptocurrencies and NFTs as well. It's a roller coaster ride, and you got to be prepared for the ups and downs.
So buckle up and hold on tight, but seriously, what's the best way to approach this volatility? Should we just ignore it and focus on the long term?
That's actually a pretty good strategy. Don't panic sell when the market dips. Think of it as an opportunity to buy low. Remember, the true value of this technology lies in its potential to reshape the world, not in those short-term price fluctuations.
Right, it's about having a vision, a belief in the underlying technology. But it's hard not to get caught up in the hype, especially when you see people making fortunes overnight.
I get it, it's tempting to chase those quick wins, but that's how people get burned. This is still a relatively young market. There are a lot of unknowns. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And always be prepared for the unexpected.
Sound advice. So we've got volatility, we've got scams, we've got environmental concerns. Are there any other red flags we should be aware of?
Regulation is a big one. The crypto world is still largely unregulated, which can be both a blessing and a curse.
How so?
On the one hand, it allows for innovation and experimentation, but on the other hand, it creates opportunities for bad actors and leaves investors vulnerable.
So it's like the Wild West of finance. But the sheriffs is still trying to figure out how to enforce the law.
Exactly. And until there are clearer regulations in place, it's important to be extra cautious, do your research, choose reputable platforms, and be wary of anything that seems too good to be true.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. Bitcoin's on the rise, impacting other cryptocurrencies, fueling the NFT craze, driving innovation in DeFi. It's bringing both incredible opportunities and significant risks. What's the main takeaway for our listeners?
I think the biggest takeaway is this. The digital world is transforming before our eyes. And whether we like it or not, crypto is at the heart of that transformation. It's not just about money, it's about power control, the future of how we interact with the world.
Wow, that's a powerful statement. So what do? Embrace it, ignore it, run for the hills.
The best approach is to educate yourself, stay informed, and engage with this technology in a thoughtful and responsible way. Don't be afraid to ask questions, challenge assumptions, explore the possibilities.
It's about being an active participant in this digital revolution, not just a passive observer.
Exactly. The future is being written right now, and we all have a role to play.
Well said. This has been an incredible deep dive, full of insights and thought-provoking ideas. Thank you so much for guiding us through this complex landscape.
My pleasure. Remember, the crypto world is constantly evolving, so keep learning, keep exploring, and keep an open mind.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you've gained a better understanding of the crypto world, its potential, and its challenges.
Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast.